Hi guys, welcome to our channel, Exploring It All. I'm Miraculous Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore subscription boxes, the outdoors, gear and equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding! Thank you for watching.
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. So we have the Til Vahalla project elite plan. It's my first, I guess, general one. I received one before, but it was kind of the welcome one. I believe this is the second one. I feel the binding in here with the magazine, for lack of a better term to call it. But I'm really excited about this one. My compatriot in arms here on YouTube, Doc P, had said this had a little bit of an emotional impact on him, and I've really been thinking a lot about the Til Vahalla project, and I kind of wanted to relate somewhat some personal type of interjections here about what they do. And so I thought I would kind of tell some of the stories of some of my partners that I've lost in the mental health aspect of this. And I'm going to tell you, before I open this, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit. I had a partner, I'm going to call him Officer Smith. That's not his real name. This partner was married, had a couple of children. And one day, and this guy's a young guy, under 30, maybe 5 years in the Department of Corrections, and on his way to work, he pulled over on the side of the road next to an orchard, and he ended his life. Details about it aren't that important, but he did that. Now, that was traumatic, and we always raise money for the families and things when that happens. And unfortunately, it happens a lot, and I'm going to be telling you guys a lot of these stories in this. But there's kind of a different end to this story, a different outtake on it. And that takes place a year after this happened. A year after this happened, I had another partner, I'm going to call him Officer Jones, and Officer Jones's wife worked at the school where Officer Smith's children attended. And his wife overheard the mother of the children of Officer Smith asking where her son would be able to go to during the week of camp. And this is elementary school, because she couldn't afford to send him to camp. Because money was tight. I don't know what her specific financial situation was, but she wasn't going to be able to afford to send her son to camp. And the wife of Officer Jones told her husband, and he came to me, and I was a union representative for the correctional officers in California. I was a board member in our chapter and stuff. And Officer Jones came to me and said, hey, do you think we could raise some money that maybe we could help send Officer Smith's son to camp? And I'll tell you about the rest of that after we go into this. I'm excited to see this. Let's see what's in here. We got our envelope, and we got this. I don't know, there's nothing else in here. Oh wait, yes there, holy. I'm telling you, every time there's something else in here. There's something else in here. This, I'm excited. All right, so we have, this is embossed. This is the magazine here that has, it's the hero highlight. And I'm not going to show this because this kind of reveals it. So we have the hero highlight, and this focuses on various service members. And oh wow, July 4th, 2023. Wow. This focuses on various service members who have passed away. Not always in the line of duty, so to speak, but various service members that have passed away. And you guys can freeze frame and zoom in on this. This is the first page. This is the second page. This Deputy Johnson A. LaForge, he was born on August 12th of 1981 and died July 4th, 2023. I don't know who I was drawing that. Anyway, here's another page, and they create these plaques and present them to the families of these individuals who have served in the military and in the line of duty and all that. And then there's pictures. Here's more. And there's pictures here on the end with the families of the deceased when they're passing these plaques that they make up. And that's what they use the proceeds of this for. This is really awesome. And what is this? I think this is like a leather coaster. That's kind of cool. There we go. It's a leather coaster. It has the TVP save. It says save lives, honor heroes. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. And then we have the shirt. I'm not going to show you guys the sticker. Oh, this one's pretty awesome. It's purple. You got the sleeve. Oh wow, I like it. You guys, I don't know if you can see this in the video, but this is purple. It is very purple. You got their sleeve here, and the message is, let's see here. On the back, the message is, courage living one more day. Man, I can't even believe that off the story I was relating that I'm going to finish at the end of this video. Man, this is really awesome. I really like this shirt. I like the colors. This is really awesome, I have to say. On the front, you have the prevent suicide. I'm telling you guys right now, this is a hard one. All right, so let's finish up this story here that I was telling you guys. I might have to cut the video for a second. Again, these are not their real names. So Officer Smith's widow was at her son's elementary school and asking a teacher, what is going to happen? Where does my son go the week while all the kids are at camp? Because I can't afford to go. I can't afford to send him. So the wife of one of my partners, Officer Jones, told her husband about it, and he contacted me. And I was a board member in our union branch for my institution. And he contacted me and asked me, hey, do you think maybe we could kind of try and raise the money to send this boy to camp? And I told him yes. I didn't hesitate. I told him yes. And I sent a text message off to the rest of the board members and let them know, hey, we need to raise some money for Officer Smith's kids. And I reminded him who he was, that he was the officer that had ended his own life on the way to work about a year in the past. And they said, yeah, tomorrow. I said, all right, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to go out and I'm going to start asking for donations. And the way this usually works is we'll go to the front gate as staff are coming in and ask for donations. Well, one of the other board members started asking for donations that morning. I didn't go to work till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But one of the other board members started asking for donations, and he was out at range training that day. Oh, we had firearms training that day. And he was out there, and he asked those guys. And it happened to be that Officer Smith was, or Officer Jones, the officer who had contacted me, he was a range master out there, and he didn't even know we were going to start yet. And my other board member partner, he's like, hey, are we going to start collecting money right now? Let's do it right now. And he started asking for donations right out there at the range. And Officer Jones, he was really taken aback by it, because he was like, I didn't know we were already doing this. I mean, it was happening like right now. And then when I got to work at 2 o'clock, and I stood out there and I started asking people to donate to this officer's children, for this officer's family. And here's the thing. When Officer Jones contacted me, I asked him, I said, how much money do we need? And he said, like, maybe $350. I was like, all right, we can do that. By the end of the day, we had raised over $1,500. And I want to say the total maybe hit 2,000 before we were done collecting. I had people trying to give me money after we had stopped collecting because they heard about it. And so I got a hold of Officer Jones. I let him know, hey, all right, we got like $2,000 here to give to Smith's children. We got his camp covered. We're going to buy him all the supplies and stuff he needs. And we want the rest of the money to go to his wife and the kids so they can have a good Christmas, because this was at the beginning of the school year, around October, November. We want to make sure they have a good Christmas. And he met with the teacher of the boy and went to the class. And presented the money that we had raised for the boy so that he could go to camp with the rest of his class, and that he would have all the stuff. And also his mother was there. And my partner, he came to me and he told me it was hard. And the boy stood up in the class and hugged him and told him, you tell all my dads. You tell my dad's partners, thank you. And it's been a few years, and you can tell this is emotional for me. But until you deal with these kind of things, and you lose partners to this, you'll never understand. And we all do everything we can to try and prevent this. And I'm going to tell you, this is the first story I have, but it's not the last. This is one that hits me really hard. but I have a lot more stories. And I don't plan to do this subscription for very long. I don't even know if my heart can take it. But every time I open one of these, I'm going to tell you a story about a partner I don't have that's no longer with us. So if you guys want to hear those stories, you know, I'm not going to use their real names and stuff for their families and all that. But anyway, and I may try and cut this down a little bit because it probably went on because this is hard for me. Anyway, guys, here we go. We got the Til Vahalla project. This is an awesome subscription. I want to say I pay about $30 a month for this. You get this awesome tribute magazine to, it's 72 heroes honored in here. I got a sticker in here. I got this awesome leather koozie. This thing's really cool. I got that, and we got the shirt, and I really like the shirt. I like this shirt. This is really awesome. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, hit like, subscribe, and be nice to each other.